Friends, tell me the truth. It's not too early for beanie season, right? Friends, hello! Welcome back to Amethyst Craftworks. I'm Samantha, and cheers to you today on this Wednesday morning. Gosh, I need this today like you wouldn't believe. I'm filming today on a day that I don't normally film on. I'm trying to sort of break out of my video making habits while also trying to make it as easy as I can on myself while things are busy. And, today is not a usual day. I'm cramming this in before work and very early in the morning, so coffee is needed. And it's actually kind of fitting for what the update that I've got here for you today. So let me take another sip. Oh, cheers to you. Cheers to you in my 100% That Witch mug. I will set it here because today I do have an update on the Stitch and Scream, which means I've got another sticker on my sticker sheet, and it just so happens, it's the best way to hold it up to you, August there, the sticker was an evil, bloody pumpkin spice latte. Very fitting for August. And so pumpkin spice coffee is what I've got today. A little bit of almond milk, so it's not really a latte, but it's as close as I can get with my homebrew setup for a pumpkin spice latte. And I'm very much enjoying it. I don't know about you guys, but in my neck of the woods, yesterday as of filming this, so I'm filming this on Tuesday. You were seeing this on Wednesday. So Monday, we had some rain, some pretty heavy rainstorms roll through, and it really cooled it off in like the late afternoon, early evening. And I felt like it was just a touch, a taste of fall. It was like the first time that it really like made sense to turn the air conditioner off, for example. It was nice and cool. There was a breeze. It was blustery and rainy. And I was like, if it was maybe 10 degrees cooler, so 60 instead of 70s, it would have been like the perfect precursor to fall. Because I don't know about y'all, but I'm so ready for beanie season, for pumpkin spice lattes, for some cooler rainy weather, and for summer to... it's not that I don't like summer. I do. I like summer. As I get older, I'm liking summer more and more for the warmth and the sunshine. But my body is ready for fall. I don't know about y'all. But fall isn't really what we're here to talk about today, right? We're actually here to talk about the Stitch and Scream. Now, I will say, today, the Stitch and Scream update that I've got for you today almost didn't happen. And it's not for lack of trying. It's just kind of, I've had, I don't know, just the last couple of weeks, since the beginning of August, I feel like I'm just like a chicken with its head cut off. And nothing in particular is really like spectacular happening. There's just a lot of things going on and so forth. And this past weekend, my family and I celebrated one of my little niece's first birthday. It was awesome, to say the least. It was awesome. But it just like, I feel like there's always something going on. There's always something coming up. There's always something like in the works, like something busy, something that like needs my attention, something that I need to work on, so on and so forth. And so I was very tempted to take today off. I was very tempted to say, we'll just do one video this week because I've got something really fun for Friday Fun Day. But You know, with my goals and everything that I have set at the beginning of the year, some of them I've sort of let go by the wayside, some of them I've completed and worked on, and some of them I've kept up with really good, like 2 videos a week every week. I haven't missed a week, I don't think, since the beginning of the year, and so I was like, no, you know what? We're doing it. We're going to drink some coffee, we're going to film early in the morning, we are going to look bleary-eyed and tired, and it's, you know, it is what it is, because I wanted to get this update out. I decided it was more important to me to stick to my goals than it is to give myself a day to just be a lump, right? So that's what we're doing. I've got my pile of Stitch and Scream squares. They are all here, all the previous months. But the month that we are talking about, the one that is new, is this gray one. So like I said, my color, like I've said many times, let's be real. My color choices were red, gray, black, a black and gray variegated, a black, white, and gray variegated, and a dark red tweed. And then in July, red, this is my January square, but red came back for July. And so I think the color scheme goes back to gray. If it's not gray, it's going to be gray, right? Because that's the color that I did. I've got quite a large square here to show you in gray. And I had a lot of fun with this square, I will just say. The stitches that we have done with Kayla from Altknots, which I haven't even mentioned. If you're unfamiliar with the Stitch and Scream, all the links to their channel, the blog post, the stitch for the month of August, so on and so forth will be in the description. In case you want to join in, these stitches, they're almost like stitch samplers every month. They have all been really fun. It has taken me a little while to sort of figure things out as I go each month, making sure my squares match my other squares and so on and so forth with my tension and yarn and so forth. It's kind of a crapshoot trying to figure it out. But then once I do and once I get going, I have a really fun time. And this month in particular, hopefully you can see all that gorgeous texture, was the berry stitch. Now the berry stitch feels it has just the most glorious texture on it. It's almost like bobble stitches, but not quite. They're puffy, but they're not puff stitches, and they're not bobble stitches, but they do sort of give that 3D effect. Oh yeah, you can see. It is called the berry stitch, so it would have been quite appropriate for it to be red in my color scheme because, you know, strawberries, raspberries, red berries, right? But I think the gray actually looks quite nice and it feels just wonderful. Like running your fingers on it. I know I'm petting myself here as well, but trust, I'm just feeling the texture of the square. It feels so good. And it makes Red Heart Super Saver feel pretty nice. Red Heart Super Saver is not a luxurious yarn, but it is durable. It is in some fabulous colors, and it feels quite nice in the berry stitch, I have to say. It sort of elevates the yarn with the stitch, right? And that's so much fun. And I could totally see this stitch on its own being a blanket, being a scarf, being a something, because it's really nice. And once you get going, once you get the rhythm going, it's super simple. I was also kind of impressed with the fact that the back, I don't know if you can tell, the back is just totally flat. There's no texture really at all on the back. It's all on the front. So if you wear this as a cardigan, as a sweater, as a something, hold on, let me fix my hat. There we go. Um, you don't have the like bobbly stitches that might, get annoying, might rub your skin the wrong way. It's all nice and flat. So this would make a really cute cardigan probably, or a scarf, or even a blanket. It would be so fun. And yeah, I really enjoyed doing this stitch. I have enjoyed every single stitch. And I have tried to incorporate those stitches into other projects, which just gonna throw it out there as well. Keep an eye out for something that may use these Stitch and Scream stitches too, okay? Wink, 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 wink. Okay? Okay. But anyway, the other thing I wanted to mention is I went back to my 5.5 furls wood hook. I know you really can't see it, but trust me, that's the 5.5. I have been using the 5.5 hooks from Furls for all my Stitch and Scream squares, just like Kayla. They use Furls like pretty much almost exclusively. And so for this project, I have been using Furls as well. These wood hooks, every time I use them, I'm like more and more impressed with them. This was a lovely gift to me by Tina. Hi, Tina, if you happen to see, hello. She sent me a set of wood streamline hooks from Furls, and every time I use them, I'm just so impressed. They are so smooth. They don't snag, they don't drag, they just glide. It's wonderful. And I mean, it's gorgeous, right? And it is very much a Stitch Witch wand, right? But I went back to this one. I've got a collection of 5.5 Furls crochet hooks that I've sort of been cycling through. There may be another one coming as well. I'm just saying. But for this month, I used the wood hook. And I have to say, I am just super impressed with myself. Let's just be frank here. I'm impressed with myself for not only keeping up with the Stitch and Scream, but also for having all of these relatively the same size. Some are stretchier than others, some are bigger than others, so on and so forth, But I'm really impressed that I've kept up with it, that I've updated every month, that I've had my squares done in the month that they have been, I want to say assigned to us, but that's not what this is about really. The month that they have been introduced to us. There we go. And I'm having a blast with it. I really love all of these squares, how they all look, and I am so excited to have this blanket sewn together and on my bed. Oh, one other thing I did want to mention, which if you haven't seen my Joann's Halloween fabric haul, I'll link it up here for you in case you missed it. It's my Friday Fun Day video last week. I showed off some Freddy Krueger themed cotton that was red and black and white and so on and so forth. Green, there's green in it because Freddy Krueger's sweater is red and green. And I said I wanted to make myself a duvet cover. I have talked about this in so many of my updates. Also, these are quite warm. I'm going to set them down while I talk here. But I have mentioned many times, I really want to make a duvet cover. I want to make myself a whole new sort of bed theme, bed color scheme, and so on. And I bought 2 yards of 2 different fabrics. One was Freddy Krueger to match the Stitch and Scream. And the other was Beetlejuice because I couldn't not Beetlejuice. Come on. And I got them with the idea that I was going to like skip cut the edges and crochet it together and make like a big pillowcase to put my current comforter in, with some fabulous ideas from you guys that you guys left me in comments and so on. And I realized after I filmed that video, I was unfurling the fabric, shaking it out, trying to measure it on my bed. And not only is it too short, 2 yards is too short to go from top to bottom on my mattress, but it's also not wide enough. To the point that it needs like a good, 6 or 8 inches on either side to kind of drape over the whole mattress. I will say, I am a newbie when it comes to fabric things, sewing things, any fabric related arts. I'm not a seamstress by any stretch of the imagination. The most sewing that I have done is like sewing essentially a sack to go inside a crocheted purse. I did that twice, you know. I'm not well versed in the sewing world. So I didn't realize that 2 yards would fit lengthwise. No, would fit widthwise, but not lengthwise. And the way the fabric is, it's like one way. It needs to go like up and down instead of left to right. You get me? It's just not going to work, right? So those are probably going to become pillowcases, which a sack I can totally handle sewing. And I may have to rethink my ideas here for my bedspread. Maybe I'll just find something eventually, who knows. But unfortunately, Freddy Krueger, who also is not really a bedtime themed character, but I still liked it. But you know, anyway, I just don't think it's gonna work unless I piece pieces together, which I think is a little beyond my expertise currently. So we'll have to see. Maybe in September, maybe in October, or maybe in one of the upcoming Stitch and Scream months, I will have some other idea for you. Maybe I'll figure it out, maybe I won't. We'll see. But for now, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me on this Monday. No, it's not even Monday. It is Tuesday for me. Wednesday for you. I tell you what, I need way more coffee. Mm-hmm. Thank you for joining me nonetheless. I hope you have a good day. I hope you leave me a good like today as well. And please subscribe too, because I would love to have you join us here. Help me with my my lofty bedspread goals, right? And until I do have another update, until I've got something really good for you on Friday, I will just let you go. Take care. Goodbye.